You know, even the place for children to just spending good, because that's where children go for most of the days in the week. That day looks like hell. That place looks like hell. Me, I remember when I was going to public school, because it was a brutal change for me when my mom put me there, because my father wasn't there when she made a decision because of the situation that happened for me. I started signing my grade report and such, because many things was happening in our home, and my mom wasn't happy about that, and my grade wasn't good anymore. So it was my punishment. I did 2 classes in public school. So imagine the brutal change. I know that I have some acquaintance friends, okay, in my neighborhood who are going there, but I didn't really know how it was. But I heard sometimes they were talking like, yeah, the teacher hit us. So you are like, the teacher hit her? And you are, and she said, yeah, the teacher hit, he hit. So I was kind of a little bit aware, but when I saw the condition, even from afar, because I could sometimes, while you were driving, you could see the gate, it looks like nothing. Okay, and you are like, and then one day my mom decided to drop me there with my cousin, because it was the punishment, I remember. So the few days I started there, my first week, I was begging my mom that I said, Mom, I'm sorry, what I did, I surrender, I apologize. No, my mom told me, no, you are going to go there. You finished your 2 semesters, you are going to go there. So I learned it in the hard way. So yeah, so I still have compassion, because I've been there. Okay, people who haven't been there probably, or people who have been there all their life, probably it's nothing for them. But people who like me have seen the difference and study in the 2 different systems of school, you understand what it means. But the year I was there, I mean, it just reminded me of so many funny stories of me when I was going to the public school. It's funny, but at the time it wasn't funny, because every morning you wake up in the morning. When I wake up, I knew I wasn't going to my private school anymore. I was going to the public school. I was like, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen to me, because it was like hell. Like, you know that every day they will beat you. And my first teacher was often, because I had women, they are the same, men, women, they beat, they hit, they didn't care. She was coming most of the time drunk in the classroom. I didn't know what being drunk meant before, because I never saw people who were drunk. My teacher was drunk. She was coming drunk in the classroom. Sometimes she couldn't stand on her feet. She was drunk, and she was teaching us. And most of the time when she was drunk, she was coming late in class, because I think as she was leaving home, she was married. As she was leaving home, she would stop somewhere, and so she would stop somewhere, and she would drink somewhere. She would drink alcohol somewhere, and then she would come to the classroom. So most of the time she was coming late, and when she was coming late, she wanted to know nothing. She would beat everybody in the classroom. Okay, she would beat everybody in the classroom. So one day I remember I had a classmate. I think she was from Cameroon, Rachel. I always remember her. She told me, look, the teacher, she's late as usual, and for sure you are going to be beaten. And that was the time I was I was an admirer at the time of the TV cartoon Tom Sawyer. And I have a classmate who actually brought the book of Tom Sawyer, the cartoon, the comic, the book with color and drawing of Tom Sawyer and the story. So that was the year, this year he was my favorite at the time, because especially his friend Huck, because Huck never went to school. So for me, I was like, if I could be like her, like just sitting in the trees, I never come to school, that was my world. Because it was traumatic, really. So the teacher would be coming and she would beat, And she had a child in the classroom. Her child, as she was beating, hitting everybody, she never touched her child. And she was always saying that my son is smarter than you all. When her son, he already had good grades, but she was always believing us, comparing us to her son. So that day she was again late, and my friend told me, let's run away from the classroom. Let's run away. We cannot stay here because she's late. What is she going to do? She's going to torture us all day. And yeah, as they were beating, they were also torturing us. So it was so Rachel told me, you have to leave the classroom. But in the classroom, the system that the teacher were doing, they were assigning 2 students in the classroom, usually students in the back, to spy, to see everything that you are doing. So if you were escaping or if you're doing something, these 2 students will report your name, the hour you escape. It was a system. So I don't know how you're going, because usually you were organizing the escape, the runaway with students from who were sitting at the front door, at the front entrance. This one were happening sometimes. So you are just pass your backpack on the, I don't know how to explain. Actually, Rachel was really good. She knew how she handled, and she told me, go first, do like you want to go to the bathroom, and then, but you are just hiding somewhere, and then I didn't know what to do, because my cousin, my cousin ran away from the teacher. My cousin ran. One day the teacher wanted to, she ran away. So me, I couldn't, when I'm scared, I'm kind of stuck in the place where I am. So I couldn't do what my cousin did when she told me her story. So I was kind of, because that same year, my mom and my aunt enrolled us in public school, my cousin and I, in different public school, okay, in town. So we will talk each other about our pain, in the school.